Okay. Hi, and welcome back to Tara Travels. So today I'm going to be talking about how my language learning went this past year in 2019 and what I'm planning on doing in 2020. Oh, it's weird that that's a year. Okay, well anyways, so if you've watched my videos before, you probably know that this past year I focused mainly on German and Irish because I was studying in both Ireland and Germany, not studying, but like traveling and learning, practicing the languages there. So I didn't have a lot of time for other languages, but I have a lot of other languages that I'm interested in studying, and so 2020 is going to be the year that I start, adding on a bunch of languages. In the past, I've studied Italian, Polish, when I was much younger, Spanish. I have dabbled in Greek and French, Klingon if that counts. I've dabbled in a lot of languages, and there's some that I just kind of pick stuff up here and there, but for the most part, German and Irish are the only languages that I'd say I speak, and even them, I wouldn't say I speak them fluently. But my attention span is way too short for me to keep on studying them until I get fluent and then adding on languages. I'm like, I'll just wait till I get conversational, which is where I'm at right now. So this is my bullet journal. I used it last year and, well, not really used it. I used it as a bunch of things last year, but now I'm starting it as a bullet journal in 2020. And one of the first few pages, I have a page of language goals. Basically what I have here is German, Irish, Italian, Polish, French, Portuguese, and then down here are some languages that I like to dabble in. On here I have the 3 main languages I'm going to study, and then 3 I'm going to add on. Honestly, these might switch around depending on what I'm interested in, because right now I'm like, maybe I want to use one of these as the languages that'll be here. I don't know. But I will be studying at least 6 languages this year, so that's going to be really cool. So for the next page, if any of you watch Lindy Boydis, sorry, I butchered her name, but I watch a lot of her videos because she's really a really inspirational polyglot, and yeah, if you haven't seen her videos, I highly recommend them. Everything she does is always very well put together and stuff, so mine isn't quite like that, but she did this thing where she would write, draw a diagram of where she's at with each of her languages in the beginning of the year and where she wants to be by the end of the year, and then she goes back and sees how much she's stuck with that goal. So for mine, here we go. English, obviously, I'm fluent in, because that's my native language. German, I would say I'm like half fluent, because I can get by, but there's definitely a gap in vocabulary where I don't know more formal vocabulary and certain niche. I'm not good with English apparently. Okay, maybe I shouldn't make that my fluent language, but specific categories, I don't have that kind of vocabulary in German, but I can read in German. I've started reading one of what is it called? one of Rick Riordan's Apollo books. I forget what the series is called, but it's Das Brennende Labyrinth. I don't know what the translation is in English, if it's the burning labyrinth or the fiery labyrinth. But it's really good so far. I'm only 30 pages in, but yeah, I actually have that as one of my goals for, by the end of February, I want to have finished that book. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to try. I didn't really explain how this system works on this page, but basically each month I have a different goal for that language. So January for German, I want to watch 4 movies in German. I decided to go with something more chill for the first month, because then I'm more likely to stick with it. Irish, I want to get through 4 chapters of Teach Yourself Irish, and I would like to do 4 chapters of Italian on Mango. I'm at this weird place right now though, because I'm not sure if I do want to continue with Italian or if I'd rather do French. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to do Italian, but I'm kind of already dabbling in French. Oops. Basically, I found flight tickets for less than $400 to Paris, and I was like, I could go to Paris. But I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that. I really don't know. But it's just, you know, it's something I'm thinking about, and I might end up dabbling more in French. I might, you know, put Italian on the back burner. I'm kind of leaving the whole Romance languages up to, like, whatever I feel like doing. Okay. So then February, I'm going to finish reading the Apollo book in German. I'm going to just do some Duolingo vocab in Irish, and yeah, just every month for Italian I just have a different amount of chapters on Mango. It's basically I want to go through the Mango course from January to July. Hopefully have it done by July. I want to finish the Teach Yourself book for Irish by May. Yeah, May. And then read the first Harry Potter book in Irish, which I have. Yeah, okay. Harry Potter agus an Orchlach. My vocabulary isn't good enough to read this yet, but I'm trying, and yeah, we'll see. Oh no, my camera's dying. Okay. Okay, got a new battery. Where were we? Another goal I had for Irish was to find an exchange partner, whether it's one of my friends in Ireland or my cousins, but that's going to be after I finish the Teach Yourself book, so like in the summer when I'm done with AP German. That's another thing, is going through AP German. I have a lot of immersion stuff that I'm going to be doing, but it would be an absolute dream to get a 5 on the AP German exam. Polish, I'm gonna pick up, just kind of dabble in it again, just getting back into it again, because I haven't really had the urge to learn Polish, besides that, like, yeah, I should, because my family's Polish. I'm like 30% Polish and then like 20% other Eastern European. So I do need to learn Polish at some point. I want to. It's just finding something that I'm interested in. With German, I had found music and YouTubers and TV shows that I loved. For Irish, I went to Ireland, and I don't know, I made friends in Irish, and I had classes and stuff, so I had reasons. My goal basically for Polish is to find my why, find something about Polish besides it being a family language or a heritage language that makes me want to learn it. And then French and Portuguese is also going through the Mango course. So I have Greek here, it just says dabble languages, because I know that I'm going to dabble. I already have ideas of languages that I'd like to dabble in. It's just for when I get bored of the 6 languages that I'm going to be studying. Because, you know, I know I get burnt out with certain languages, so I want to have backups, like, okay, well, if I want to just randomly pick up Hawaiian, like, well, there's room on the list for that, you know, like, I'm giving myself the space to dabble this year, because I'm not really planning on going anywhere to study languages, so I don't have any specific, like, time restraints, I guess, besides the AP German exam. Okay, so going back to the, like, chart thing, the Lindy chart, I'm calling it. I don't think anyone calls it that, but it should be called that. Yeah, so for German, I'd say I'm about half fluent now, and I want to be, like, I'd say I'm like B1, B2, somewhere in the B's right now, where I'm conversational, but I'm not fluent. I want to get to C1, which is a really big goal, but I don't want to be completely fluent because I don't think I'll be able to achieve that in this year, but I want to get to a point where I can read easily in German, where I can write easily in German, where I can easily make videos in German, where it's not as much of a struggle, which it isn't when I'm talking to people. It's just when I'm like monologuing, I guess, or writing, that it becomes more of an issue. Irish, I want to say I'm an A2, but I know that's kind of an overstatement. Especially since it's been like 6 months since I got back from Ireland, and I haven't done a whole lot besides going through the Teach Yourself book, and I haven't really spoken it to anyone besides my mom. So just going through the Teach Yourself book and you know, more Duolingo and TG Caher, and eventually, you know, video chats with friends who speak Irish. Hopefully by the end of the year I can get to B2. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but like I'd be happy with B1, but I'd like to get to B2 this year. Then Italian, I am like A0. That's not even a thing. I'm like, I know some Italian, I know some French, I know some Polish, but it's not enough for me to say like I speak the language. Polish is the one that I'm the closest to saying I actually speak some Polish. So I said like A0/A1 for Italian and Polish, and I said A0 for French, A0 for Portuguese, A0 for Greek. My goal for Italian is to get to a B1, so get to a point where I can have a conversation in Italian. Polish, I said A2, so okay, so I guess B1's a bit more than a conversation. Like, I want to be able to watch shows, movies, and understand what's going on, have like an actual conversation, not like a basic one. For Polish, I want to be able to have basic conversations. Same thing with French, Portuguese, and Greek. I just kind of, yeah, I want to get to a point where I can have conversations in those languages. Yeah. So Greek is one where like I've dabbled, these are all languages I've dabbled in at least. But for other dabble languages that might happen this year, I'm thinking maybe, I mean I said Hawaiian. It'd be cool to learn an indigenous language because I've grown up in, you know, there's not a lot of an indigenous community where I live because, you know, colonists. So, East Coast. So I'm hoping to just look into one, because I think it's really important. But I don't know. I don't know yet. And it'd be cool to learn a non-European language. My sister made a joke the other day that I'm just gonna make a video where I just go through every single mango course. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I think it'd be really fun though to test out a couple of different courses and see, just to see if I'm interested in those languages. I don't think this is on Mango, but I got a book on speaking Klingon, and I'm a big Trekkie, so like I might learn Klingon. Sorry to those who don't like con languages, but I don't know, it'd be really fun. And it's a really angry language, so I would have a lot of fun learning it. And the book is all like phrases like, wait, maybe I can find it. Ah, it's on my language shelf. How useful. It has, wait, okay. That makes me so happy. In the office. That means there are no bad ideas, only ideas meriting death. So that's how I'm learning 6 or more languages in 2020. Thanks for watching. Bye.